Here's another painting that I did last year. I was high off the adventure and revelry of finishing all at once. And I was like, I can do this. Like, this is my bag. Like, I've got something going. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's make a series. And so I was like, okay, cool. Let's get a canvas, oil paints, let's go. So Google is saying French ultramarine and a cool toned red, which is what I've been doing. And I think I'm just gonna use it at its highest value, basically, darkest value. Because look, when I scrape it, that's the color that I want. So we're adding in some more details in the face, and I'm getting a bit frustrated at this point. There's the ugly phase, and it's just about layering and layering until you get something that kind of makes sense. But then we hit a point where something just didn't click for me. And I was like, I want to get rid of it. I want it to go. I'm not happy with it. So I was like, maybe it's healthy for me to erase it and start again. Okay, here's where we're at. Um, I think our head is too big, but I need to see a different angle. This needs to be lighter. This needs to be darker. She needs blue accents. Um, and I'm forcing it. It's just making me frustrated, and I'm just gonna end up like resenting it and then just losing touch with my intentions. I'm about to do something crazy to this painting, and I feel like it should be documented. Let's just scribble over it. Here's my friend telling me, absolutely no, don't do that. Maybe she was right, maybe she was wrong. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Ugh. So I scribbled over it, and my new idea was to actually draw an eclipse. I've been wanting to lean more into abstract for a while now. I feel like my skills lie a lot in like intricate details, and this is where I should be heading. I was happy with it at the time. And then I had it in my room and I would stare at it and stare at it, and I was like, this 6 months later, it's still not working for me. And then I had like the images of the original floating over my head, and I was like, I need to do her justice. I start brainstorming some ideas of what to do with this eclipse, and I'm like, okay, cool. Following along with the idea of all at once, it's yin and yang. Dark and light, let's go with the classic koi fish. It's not as objective as humans. I can kind of lean into something more abstract and playful, use like colors and cool lines and stuff like that. And it's something that I always used to doodle, and it's something that I find quite soothing to draw. Yeah, so I bet you were expecting something different. Maybe some koi fish, maybe a fully completed painting, but this is what you get. If you look closely, it has a lot of cracks. It's a little crusty, but that's okay. Aren't we all sometimes, you know? I realized I was torturing myself, and this was just gonna have to be the one that got away temporarily. And I'm not putting a time limit on when it's going to be finished, because I'm quite new to painting, and I know that a lot of artists will be painting like 3 things at a time, and kind of like we'll start one and then move on to another one, and I haven't really gotten into that flow yet. Yeah, I feel like I deserve to. I feel like I deserve to give myself a break and just stop forcing myself to perfect things. If you watched one of my last videos, you would have seen I was going through the same thing but digitally. And yeah, I feel like maybe this is me experiencing a little bit of burnout, a little bit of artist's block. And the best medicine for that is to just not force it. So yeah, I'm practicing what I preach. This is what we have. That's her. This is my eclipse painting. And I love her just as much as I did before. And I also really like that she has layers. She has a story, you know? She has like 3 different versions, even though we can't see them. Like the original painting, 2 girls, like they're still there, you know? Like they will always be a part of this painting. Maybe I just know it now, but that's okay. Yeah, so bye.